Going live. Here we go. So I'm finishing up the basketball story in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I'm sorry it took so long to get back. But, I'm actually celebrating my birthday. So my birthday was November 6th. Today is the 8th. Today is my daughter's birthday. Okay, but anyway, let's get back to this. So in Minneapolis, we at Lauren Park. Well, I'm at Lauren Park. And like I said, Lauren Park is in the central location, like between Spruce and Hennepin Avenue. This is the park, and it's by Minneapolis Community College. Like now, when I was there back in the mid 80s, like 84, 85, 86, around about that time, which I went up there about that time, and we in that park getting it in, playing ball. And already coming from Gary, Indiana, and the south side of Chicago, I would be playing basketball in Chicago, and, Lake Shore, Sherman Park, just on the south side, and, going and, jumping on the South Shore, going to Chicago to play basketball. Now I'm an adult, I'm, 17, 18. Now I'm in Minneapolis, and man, I'm getting it in. Like I said, my close friend had me come up there to play ball. And now these guys, man, they could ball. Like I said, I met some very influential people there, stars, future stars, entertainers, singers, everybody. They got out there and ball. My boy Scotty Perham. It was one guy told me he was going to be an actor. Man, years later, I see him in a movie on Law and Order, see him in that as a police officer. It was, it was a trip. So I went up there getting the ball on. So these guys really didn't think I could I could get it in, I got up there, got my little gear on, my Nikes. Nike, all Nike'd up, so I'm balling now. And I'm putting it in like I'm supposed to, and, first they didn't want to pass me the ball, but it was like, okay, we picked the brother up, they passing the ball around. Somebody else like, hey man, pass, GI the ball. That's when they started calling me GI because I told them I was from Gary, even though we were saying that anyhow, GI. So they passed me the ball, and, I took my first shot, which I hit. No bull, I hit it. It's like, okay, I passed the ball around. I showed them my dribbling skills, dished the ball off. So it's crunch time, and some dude I didn't even notice. Well, of course I really didn't know nobody. This guy started trash talking. And I drug him, scored. So the guys are like, oh, man, this brother can ball. Next game, I decide to, initiate more of an offense. I had my defense down pat because I wasn't gonna let just nobody. I wasn't gonna let. My thing was not to let nobody just score on me. So I'm putting hard nosed defense in, and I'm scoring. Now this time, we're like about 9 in the morning. We didn't get down to about noon because we could ball out there. The weather was so nice. 7-Eleven right up the street if you need to get a drink. So, I think we held down the court for about 5 games. And we was doing good. So, it was the 5th game, which the 5th game, going into the 6th game, we lost the 6th game. But this 5th game, some guy showed up, tall, lanky, skinny dude. I'm already at 6'1". This dude had about 6'2", skinny. Him and his boy about 6'3". Man, they were like, shoot, Isaiah Dumars, Scottie Pippen, Jordan, Magic, Kareem. They gelled well together. Now I'm playing with a bunch of guys I would say the misfits. Hell, I didn't have nobody to gel. So basically it was me. I got a 5-man, I got a 4-man roster. So we working good together. But of course I didn't know these guys. I didn't know what they could do. But these brothers worked well together. So we getting it in, and next thing I know, we going back and forth. You know, it's a tight game. You know, you play it up to 32, 24-32. If the game is going fast enough, you can play up to 32. If it's going too slow, then guys, man, y'all taking too long. Play the 24. So we getting it in. Man, shoot. See the little skinny dude raise up, man. His boy passing the ball. He scooped through the middle. Bam! Done. Because everybody already knew these dudes could jump out the gym. So, everybody, oh man, y'all ain't got nobody on y'all squad can dunk. You know, they didn't know I could get up. I got hops. I never, it was no big thing. You know, I wasn't looking to be explosive with it, but I like the crossover, pull up, jumper, drive to the hole. So, we got the last shot going in. So it's a tight game. So we a couple of trips down the car, everybody didn't miss. You know, it's in even ski. We didn't miss game point. So I get the ball. I got the last, I'm past the ball. Dude talking shit. Oh, bro, what you got, homie? What you got? So I'm like, I'll show you. Oh, you ain't got nothing. I ain't gonna lie. I broke to the hole. Dude jumped up. He swapped my shot. Everybody, brother wasn't, he don't know where I'm from. Shit. I named the guys earlier that used to give me the drag. That was nothing. That was nothing. So we go back down. They miss. Get the ball again. Yeah. I got you. Here come another block. Man, 2 dribbles. Put a crossover on the brother. He went. It was like open up the Red Sea. The lane popped open. I didn't shook him. He didn't went left. He gone. I went straight up the middle. Everything opened up, and I come across. BAM! Because now, my boy T-Bone had already been working with me back at the crib. Him and my cousin, Stu. And they didn't work on me on getting my hops up. I never forget, Ron was like, man, you get up, you see the rim, just put it down. You get that, you get up and you see the rim, just throw it down. I never was like a one-hand dunker. I didn't have no style. But when I got up and seen that rim, I got up so high, I came across, bow, put it down, game. It was over. Dude was so embarrassed. I'm happy. I'm like, first dunk in the game. Man, first dunk in a pickup game. I remember me and my cousin, oh man, Gino. Me and Gino used to be out in Door Miller practicing dunking, and we would be on the little 8-foot rims, and then go over the little style dunks, and then go to the 10-foot rim. Gino could dunk, but Gino wasn't. Gino, Stan, Rolando, and to all my cousins, the G boys, they could dunk. But it was no big deal. But I had to represent. Man, I got up, put that ball in the air, got that ball up into that rim and dunked. It was a wrap. Next thing I know, I done made a name for myself, and the rest is history. So, that was my first adventures of playing basketball in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Now, here we go. So I was thinking about this story long and hard. It was one I had been thinking about because I got so many, but I try to pick the right ones to tell you people, just to put it out there. Make sure it's good. So it's another one of these times. I'm with my guys. I'm in Minneapolis again, and it was my first time leaving Minneapolis to come to Las Vegas. So I had two guys out here who was friends of mine that lived in Minneapolis, and they moved out here to Las Vegas, call themselves gonna be pimps. So these two fools move out here, call themselves gonna be pimps. They used to play ball, they used to talk smack. Oh man, and so I come out here to Minneapolis. This is one of the man. When I out, not to Minneapolis, I mean out to Las Vegas. Now it's crazy how I ended up out here. I was coming to see these guys, but God rest his soul. It was after a concert. Both of these gentlemen, I say God rest his soul. I say because I came out here to meet one, never did get to meet him, and that was Tupac. He was out here, but it was actually after a concert in Glam Slam, and Digital Underground had performed, and I was working on the stage, and this is how I met Shock G. They were doing their on their tour. They was doing the album Sons of the P. So they in Glam Slam, and we're working. So I'm working the stage. I control the crowd. I work right on the stage with everybody. So I meet Shock G for the first time. Man, whew, I miss that brother. Good brother. Fun, just full of energy. Like, to me, that was the baby George Clinton. He was cool. So he like, yo, E, hey, go out there in the audience, man, and grab us a bunch of girls and bring them backstage. Let me meet them. Woo! So I go out there, and when my guys used to always call me the finagler. So I'm finagler. I'm gonna go out here and grab girls. So I go outside, go out on the dance floor, and I'm like, hey, such and such would like to know if y'all would like to come. One at a time. I took 12 girls back there, one at a time. They want to come backstage and meet Digital Underground. Black, white, Hispanic, Asian, just, that's how I had to pick, 12, but, I couldn't even tell you how many of who, how many whites, how many German, it was just 12 beautiful women. Beautiful. Because I love beautiful women. So I take them backstage to meet them, take them to the little green part room out there. So at this time, this is Prince Club. So Prince got VIP up top. So when Prince come in, it's like everybody move, Prince walk on upstairs, he in the VIP. So I bring the girls back downstairs. I bring them downstairs, backstage to meet the guys and stuff. So, that's where I'm gonna have to leave y'all at. So once I get them back there, now let the fun begin. Now I'm with my crew. We're rave production, exposure production, Minneapolis sounds. That was how we rolled. That was our little crew. Cowboy, Allen, myself. We had like 7 DJs, but we had a little crew. So we get to work. Me and my one guy, we do security for everybody, bodyguard people. I met so many people. I met, during this time a Glam Slam in First Avenue, because they was battling back and forth to see how many people they could get. But Digital Underground had performed at Glam Slam, I think a month before. You had Public Enemy and Ice Cube and them that had performed at First Avenue. So I'm gonna leave you guys with that about me bringing women backstage to meet entertainers or to meet Digital Underground. So I don't know, how do I say that? Backstage. I'm gonna leave you guys with that. You have a blessed and wonderful evening, whichever it might be. And the next time you hear me saying, going live, look me up and be ready for story time. Be blessed.